All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? There's a new week loading in the market. Last week was a pretty big week, especially for crypto. Gonna get session started here. Run over gold a little bit. Check out where the market's at. There's been a lot of things we've been talking about all week. Dog with hat. I don't know if any of you guys saw my Instagram stories this morning. That coin pumped today. Impressive. If you saw dog with hat today. And Dogecoin too. Dogecoin moved the last day, and dog with hat. Man, I've been following this coin for the last couple of months, and it moves. It has days where it literally today. This thing moved. Like it was at $1. This thing was at $1 the other day. This is a crazy coin. This thing moves. If you follow this coin, it has days like today, like all through here. All these days here. All of these days where it pumps. Those are big days. Those are like 30% days. Like it has like 20-30% pumps. Normally. Like these 20-30%. Look at these pumps. All of these moves up are like 20-30% movements. When this coin moves, it can move literally like 20-30%. It literally moved 30% to $1.30. Made like $25,000 on this coin from this move up. If you were on, I was Instagram live this morning, and if you follow me on Instagram, go look at my stories. I don't know if any of you guys saw it this morning or on the IG live. It was early. It was at like 8:30, 9. It was early in the morning. It was on this candle as it was pumping. It was out. Yeah, it was like, what time would that have been? It was like at 9-10 in the morning. We were no, actually, yeah, it was literally, this thing was pumping if you go watch the live, the whole thing. And then I got off and it kept pumping. Got out of it. Interesting coin. It literally has these, look at this chart. Like if you follow it up, you follow it along the way up. On dog with hat, I've made 18,000 on one account. Through these, I could have just held one trade on one account and it would have been like huge. If I had trades down here on dog with hat, like down here on these pullbacks before, I've been following it. Last 30 days on one account, made like 18,000 on it. Today made 25,000 on it. In the last like 30 days, I've made almost like $50,000 on dog with hat trading it. It's had pumps up, and these pullbacks have been nice to wait till they kind of calm down, till the market starts stabilizing, till other things, till like Bitcoin's finding support or ETH or Sol. Like these pullbacks on it have been nice. This is a 1 hour. You can see all these pullbacks before it pumps. So as its days, once it has a good pull, like this is a bullish market structure too. Once it has those pullbacks, it can have days where it really pumps. All these pullbacks. So look at here, $1. This thing's above $1 again. All-time high is $5. Pretty much like $5 for this coin. $5. Now this coin's interesting. If you like memes, people are gonna like memes again. Like watch when memes get hot, when the retail comes back, it's top Top meme, one of the top memes, number 75 in market cap overall. What do we got here? 3, 6, 9, top 10. What do we got underneath it? Nothing I'm interested in. Yeah, there's a circulating supply. Interesting. This one's an interesting coin. It could hit hard if it catches up to some of these other coins market caps later on. Like right now it's at 1.2 billion. At 76. If it gets to top 50 later on, like if top 50 later on is like a 5 billion, 6 billion market cap later this year, you can think of it like that, like later this year. Right now, top 50 is 2 billion market cap. Later on, top 50 might be like 5 billion market cap. This thing has room. It's an interesting coin. Highest it's been like almost $5 multiple times. I've been snagging it below $1. I've been snagging this thing below $1 anytime. Like it was just in the 70s, came to 69 69 cents. It was in the 70s. I've been snagging it in low prices when it really pulls back, when it dips. I mean, if I like to have a couple memes in my portfolio, so a couple of them aren't bad at the right prices, right times, the right ones. Like this one's it hasn't been around as long as Dogecoin, Shiba, Pepe, Bonk. Some of these are newer for the year, in the last like year, a bit over a year. Yeah, so that was a big trade today on WIF. That was an interesting one, just kind of following the market. Like I was expecting a little meme pump because I was looking at like Bitcoin going up. Bitcoin's been stabilizing. ETH's been ripping. Solana's like really stabilizing as well. XRP ripped. Made sense, but this was like the old, like when if you're looking at coins today, it was interesting. Like even Jasmy had like a lot of movement. I was like that thing. Oh wait, I like top 100. I like looking at the top. I was looking at all the memes there for a second. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you look at top gainers. It kind of came out of like nowhere. WIF and Doge. The two dogs there. Shiba, no, nothing. Like I was like, damn, yo, this thing ripped 20%, like 20% plus in the day. Jasmy too. Jasmy coin had volume today as well. Some of you guys know why I'm, Chainlink's down here. Chainlink almost hit $20. That's pretty impressive too. Litecoin, 117. Ethereum. I'm just mentioning coins that are important to me too. Like I don't hold all these. Jasmy, WIF, Chainlink, Litecoin, Ethereum, IMX. That's Render, QNT, Gala, Cardano, ICP. But up here you got top, like look at this guy. Come on, look at him. Keep an eye on this coin this year. Yeah, so it's Sunday night. Forex market's open. Gold ripped up. Gold broke. Gold, man, why couldn't you pull back a little bit more for us today? Maybe it does. Gold looking bullish. Broke out. It's had like this breakout. Gold's had a breakout, so it's looking kind of more bullish. Prices looking on gold like it's gonna go up, like it's trying to go up. It's had this breakout. You can see counter trend line breakout. Oh, oh, I see the chat. Buddy. What? Buddy. Now we had a breakout on gold, like similar to here. You can see there's a breakout there. We're breaking out right now. Looks like it wants to go up. Push up more. A little break and retest there. I wanted it to pull back more. Looks like we're above 33.50 now. We're breaking above that 33.50. 33.25 down here. Yeah, it looks like we're trying to like break out. We got maybe a move building up. Yeah, nice like trend line. See like here. Dun, dun, dun. So like breakout here, you can see how price went up. So we got like we moved up pretty similar. All right. Just got this nice breakout at the end of last week. I was looking for a pullback. Once this broke out in London, I was looking for a pullback actually. It didn't happen, unfortunately, but there was like a breakout at the end of last week, and I was trying to see if this thing would pull back. Never did. It kind of did. It just do that? No. Almost. Oh, almost. Yo, almost like a. Bruh, I should have been paying attention to this. Pull back closer. This was like Friday London session. Once I saw this breakout, I was looking for a pullback, but the pullback never happened. Pullback never happened. It kind of, kind of happened here. This is pullback. This could go higher and try to go higher. We have a nice breakout there. Green zone's just kind of like a little, you can see here, structure point. You can see the high there. The high. So if you follow this, so you have a low right here. See this? That's a break of structure right there. So is this. That was all this is like a break of this. You have a break of structure. So you see this move up. You have a high here. Go line chart. Might be able to see it. You have this shift up. Pull back. High. So it does look like it wants to trade like up more. Potentially, from what we're seeing. Bitcoin, new week loading for Bitcoin. It's dipping to start the week. Sunday night. It's not bad. It's 117K right now. Just tapped 117K. I think we might. It might like I think at the most like right now with Bitcoin. 117, 116 might hold. You got a nice zone here on Bitcoin between 115 and 117 here. So if you look at that zone, price has been holding above it. The 117 traded up, came back, came to 116. So if you don't hold 116, 117 area, you could try to even go to 115. But you could look at price over the last bit here. It has been just kind of sideways above. It's stabilizing above. You're seeing rotation right now. What you're actually seeing right now, maybe we can see it right now, is rotation. You're actually seeing rotation go on. If you look at 7-day for Bitcoin, but look at 7-day for Ethereum, 7-day for XRP, 7-day for BNB, 7-day for Solana, Dogecoin. You're seeing rotation right now. That's what you're seeing. Even if we if you're on the charts earlier today, there we can't see it right now. There was a point today where Bitcoin was down like 0.3% and Ethereum was up 5%. Everything was up 5, 4, 3, 2, somewhat percent. What you're getting right now is some rotation, some capital that has been in Bitcoin, take profiters, people switching, converting even to other coins like Ethereum. You can see on 7-day, Bitcoin's down 1.49%. Ethereum's up 25% on the 7-day. So we're seeing a rotation from Bitcoin to Ethereum very much, and even XRP, maybe not. XRP is a much cheaper price, very fractional compared to how much Bitcoin you would actually have to put to get. If you're a Bitcoin whale and you have a lot of Bitcoin, it's a very fractional conversion from units, Satoshis, units, points, Bitcoins to how much quantity in XRP you could have got. And Bitcoin goes up, take in consideration. You're a Bitcoin whale, or you have one Bitcoin, you have multiple Bitcoin or something, right? And you got XRP trading at, $2, okay? You have look at what XRP has done here. Bitcoin already did that, and Bitcoin kind of stabilized. Bitcoin was going up. Let's set crosshairs on the same. So anyone who converted some of their Bitcoin to this coin here, or here, now is in profit more of a percentage. They can convert that back to their Bitcoin and they have more Bitcoin. Right? When you look at phases, there's phases where, okay, look at XRP just pumped, Bitcoin stabilizing, retracing, stabilizing, pumped, retraced. Right? They both pumped at the same time, but now when you look at kind of like the price, the price difference, like this has gone up significantly. Ethereum is even, I could say, like if you look at even like Bitcoin going down, Ethereum going up, but Bitcoin is still up overall. Yeah, look like what did Trump just, oh yeah, this is interesting. 1 hour ago, Donald Trump, greatest explanation of Bitcoin of all time. Look at this, the president is tweeting about Bitcoin now. What is this on Truth Social? This is probably all over Twitter now.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. My name is Peter Van Valkenburg, and I'm the Director of Research at Coins.
Tomorrow is going to be an interesting day.
Ranking Member Brown, members of the committee. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. My name is Peter Van Valkenburg, and I'm the Director of Research at Coin Center, an independent nonprofit focused on the public policy issues affecting cryptocurrency and public blockchain networks. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the world's first cryptocurrency, and it works because of the world's first public blockchain network. What does Bitcoin do? It's simple. It lets you send and receive value to and from anyone in the world using nothing more than a computer and an internet connection. Now, why is it revolutionary? Because unlike every other tool for sending money over the internet, it works without the need to trust a middleman. The lack of any corporation in between means that Bitcoin is the world's first public digital payments infrastructure. And by public, I simply mean available to all and not owned by any single entity. Now, we have public infrastructure for information, for websites, for email. It's called the internet. But the only public payments infrastructure that we have is cash, as in paper money. And it only works in face-to-face transactions.
Oh, this is crazy. What?
Before Bitcoin, if you wanted to pay someone remotely over the phone or the internet, then you could not use public infrastructure. You would rely on a private bank to open their books and add a ledger entry that debits you and credits the person you're paying. And if you both don't use the same bank, well, then there'll be multiple banks and multiple ledger entries in between. With Bitcoin, the ledger is the public blockchain, and anyone can add an entry to that ledger, transferring their Bitcoins to someone else. And anyone, regardless of their nationality, race, religion, gender, sex, or creditworthiness, can for absolutely no cost create a Bitcoin address in order to receive payments digitally. Bitcoin is the world's first globally accessible public money. Is it perfect? No. Neither was email when it was invented in 1972. Bitcoin's not the best money on every margin. It's not yet accepted everywhere. It's not used often to quote prices, and it's not always a stable store of value. But it is working, and the mere fact that it works without trusted intermediaries is amazing. It's a computer science breakthrough, and it will be as significant for freedom, prosperity, and human flourishing.
Well, this has got like 4 more minutes left. Trump tweeted that, or truth that. It's the truth. It's the truth. Oh, that's interesting. We already know the this cabinet administration. Donald Trump is a pro-crypto cabinet, pro-crypto administration. We just saw the bills all got passed. The Genius Act just went into signing last week. This is interesting. I mean, if that's just an explanation of Bitcoin, I mean, you can go watch the rest if you want. It's probably going to be, you'll find it easily on x.com. Trump just tweeted it. If you need an explanation of Bitcoin, go watch that per se. But right now, like, Bitcoin could still come down to like 116, 115. Like, it is stabilizing a bit, even if you look back on higher time frames and zoom out. So let's just take off the chart right now. We're above the 100. 100 was like a nice floor. The floor was created with that war, though. So if you know, the 12-day war, right? That actually pushed us down. If you actually remember, these days right here were pretty bloody, especially for altcoins. Altcoins were hella down there. That was a great time to buy altcoins. That is where alt season was pretty much at its lowest. This is what I was saying coming into June, guys. Like, I've been telling you guys this stuff. Pay attention. That's what I was saying coming into the, like, end of June. Where is it? This. I'm going to find it. Or did I put it in Bitcoin updates? I probably put it in Bitcoin updates. Unless it was just, I put this public too, and in Inner Circle. Where is it? I know I posted this. Where was it? I think I just posted in Inner Circle then. Oof. Let's see. See where it is. I think it's in Crypto Long Term Med. See? I posted a lot of stuff. I thought I posted it. I think I posted on my Instagram Trade Talk. The last week. I've talked about it on YouTube. I've talked about it on calls the last week of June. Maybe in the last 2 weeks of June. I posted this somewhere else too. I think in one of the other chats. I posted this on Instagram. I think on June 23rd. I posted this somewhere on June 23rd as well. I was talking about this like June 20th, June 22nd, June 23rd, leading up to it. That alt season index. Anyone remember? Anyone in the chat? Bro, anyone should remember me talking about this. This was one of the signals I was saying, like, yo, wink, wink, hint, hint, like something could be loading. These are things we pay attention to. I'm in the market. I tell you guys the coins that I'm in. But like I said, as we know, the alt market has been down for a while, but that's when the real opportunities start to show up. Some solid projects have been trading at major discounts. This is what I said coming into June, coming into the end of July. Some solid projects are trading at major discount price, and technically they're sitting at powerful zones that could be setting up for the next big move. All right. We talked about this stuff. There is, where else is it? I see something. Just looking for something else. See. Fun fact, those of you guys in my Inner Circle, I was talking about this last couple weeks of June. Fun fact, the low of this indicator in previous years. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted this in my Instagram channel as well, Trade Talk. June 19th, June 20th, June 2019, June 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. So like, yo, we were literally watching this chart. And we've gone over other stuff too. there's a lot of information I've covered. It's like if people ask me, yo, what's going on at crypto right now, bro? Yo, what's going on? And it's like so much to tell them. Like, like, how do I catch you up to speed? You know, like how with everything like we've been paying attention to in the last couple of months. It's like how do I keep you up to speed on everything real quick, you know, like that I've been paying attention to, especially with all the coins I'm holding. It's like in the last couple of months, man, there's been a lot of stuff I've talked about live on streams. So that right there, that was like where Bitcoin started going up, and alts were deadly at that point, like bleeding out. Bitcoin recovered. You had like that war in there, you know, like the whole Iran and Israel situation, all in here that just bled price out to 100K. It actually dipped below 100K, crossed over the moving averages. So now we got this moving average crossover as well. Let's see on the weekly too, you know, on the weekly there as well. We have this moving average crossover here, which is kind of like price is pretty much like maybe like right here, like right here, first pullback on the breakout. Like you had a breakout. Hopefully it's like this pullback. It's gonna break out like this again. But you might grind up more. If this pullback holds, you could grind up more, make a new high like 125, go higher. If we zoom out, like we're above 100, and we can see around 110,000, 112,000, like a good zone of demand. 110, 108, 110, even like 112. If we really zoom out, you have like a zone over there that we're above. We're above the 100K. It's like price consolidated over here, and then it came back and kind of consolidated in that range. You're above the 100K pretty nicely. We hit 123. I don't see any full like top signals yet. Don't see any of those indicators lining up yet of like, okay, we're at a top, like the peaks here. There can be pullbacks, however. There can be corrections, 10-15%. Like if you think about this, 10% would take you down to like 110, so like 15%. There can be corrections, bigger moves down that take you down maybe 10-15% of what we've seen. There's been big sellers, big take profiters. Like a guy holding Bitcoin for like 14 years sold $9 billion worth of Bitcoin, and it's still 4% below where, you know, he sold. So like it's like you have people that are actually taking big numbers out. One person took 9 billion out of Bitcoin, a holder for 14 years, right? We could, like, from this price, like, think if we drop 5%, 10% from this price gives us these numbers too, like 105, or a 5% dip back down gives you in the 110 region, 112, 110 region for Bitcoin. So you are still above. We can mark to the right here, a good zone. You can see to the left. I said the right, the left there. Pretty interesting area that we're trading above. The moving averages, if you look at the moving averages now, the candlesticks are nice and broken above here. Coming to this moving average, this one, the red one's the stronger one. You can even see like on the 100K dip. So let's take the drawings off real quick, put 100K back. 100K on the dip to 100K, look at what happened. It went a little bit below the moving averages and then just kind of pounced back above them. Went a bit below here. Now we've been above, breaking above. Could be, you know, some signs of like trend signaling. More so now. Whoa, that would be a nice price to start marking. Maybe in like some years. It looks like they want to, they're really embracing Bitcoin. It looks like they want Americans to own Bitcoin and crypto. More Americans. and it looks like they want to make this a new industry. You have the president literally getting kind of educational here on the matter here. And I posted something yesterday in Discord. Listen to this.
Many Americans are unaware that behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many, many years out of date. You know that. Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear. Under this bill, the entire ancient system will be eligible for a 21st century upgrade using the state-of-the-art crypto technology. Who would have thought we would have been saying that 2 years after?
It's crazy. Do you guys know who he sounds like? Type in the chat if you know who he sounds like. Who does he sound like? Maybe, I mean, fuck, I'm a crypto. I know. I've watched too many interviews, too many seminars, too many different podcasts, speeches, this, that. What does he sound like? Does anyone know in the chat? Type in the chat if you know who he sounds like. I've been holding XRP. What about it? I've been holding XRP since 20 cents. So, what about it? Up. Still got a good amount of coins too. Still got more coins than most people probably. So, and I've taken some profit. Who does I want to see? It's not Michael Saylor. It's not Elon Musk. No. No, let's see. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds because I won't spend too much time. I already gave you guys the clues. I'm giving you guys clues. So what we're seeing a big week come ahead. I put some news in Discord recently. Tomorrow, the White House has its first ever crypto report. First crypto policy report this week on July 22nd. This is so that's a couple days from now, I think. Tuesday. I thought it was tomorrow. No, Tuesday. This is July 22nd. So this week, what does it say? If you read here, the working group shows some report. This is interesting. This is interesting. I hear this one, number 2. The working group shall evaluate the potential creation and maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile and propose criteria for establishing such a stockpile, potentially derived from cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by federal government through and law enforcement agencies. Working stockpile. Designate stockpile. I wonder if the working group shall hear public hearings. Issues operation digital action includes stablecoins for market structure oversight. Maybe strategic reserve. When they say the words, when I hear the word stockpile, I think establishing a stockpile, criteria for establishing such stockpile to potentially derived from cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by federal governments through its law enforcement efforts. They're just trying to say, look at that. That it sounds good, and then it's like, oh, it's like, it sounds really good. It's like, oh, potentially create asset stockpile. They're gonna create something. They're gonna create something. I asked, you can ask Grok some questions about XRP. Oh yeah, you guys don't know who this sounds like. So let's see. I gave you guys more than 30 seconds. None of you guys know, eh? Damn. I'll just leave you guys thinking then. I'll tell you tomorrow. He sounds like the CEO of Ripple. If you've ever listened to the CEO of Ripple speak, go listen to the CEO of XRP, Brad Garlinghouse speak. He sounds like him now. If you've ever listened to him speak on stages or have interviews or get asked questions or how he feels, it literally sounds like him. You could go listen to him speak and you could put it together. That's why I said that's why I tagged it with this. I said listen closely, and I tagged it with this ISO framework. I gave you guys clues when XRP was at $2.44. I said we're 4 days away from, like, if it wasn't in front of you, if it wasn't more in front of you, it's in front of you. Like, if it takes price moving up for you to believe, then it's like you're gonna miss opportunities. There's a lot of news to stay on top of, but I've been keeping up with everything and sharing everything that I keep up with you guys. In Discord, here on YouTube when I'm live, and especially in my inner circle whenever I'm live or whenever I post stuff inside of my inner circle. There's always things I'm posting, clues to stay on top of. XRP, Swift sees 15% drop in transactions as XRP Ledger activity surges, as XRP Ledger is cheaper for cross-border payments, whereas Swift is more expensive and longer. You heard what Trump said. Listen again.
Many Americans are unaware
listen one more
that
time.
behind the scenes, the technical backbone of the financial system is decades out of date, many years out of date.
Wait
you
for
know that
it.
Paul and others are straightening it out, but payments and money transfers are costly and take days or even weeks to clear.
Take
Under this
days
bill, the
and
entire
weeks. Payments and money transfers. Swift, money transfers. XRP Ledger, Ripple USD, those types of coins. Realistically, Ripple should be at probably like $10 a coin by now. I should be like 100 millionaire. So yes, Grok. Did Swift see a 15% drop due to XRP Ledger? Grok said this. Yes, multiple sources report that Swift, the global interbank messaging network, experienced a 50% decline in transaction volume. While activity on the XRP Ledger has been surging, this shift is attributed to financial institutions increasingly adopting XRPL, USD, XRP Ledger for faster, cheaper cross-border settlements within 3 to 5 seconds. Remember what Trump just said. Days to weeks, and it's more expensive. Days to weeks, and it's more expensive. This is 3 to 5 seconds quick. Seconds and fees often below 1 cent. Compared to Swift's multi-day settlements at higher cost, $10 to $15 per transaction. Anyone who sent a transaction, a wire through Bank of America or something like that, you're usually, $30, $40, $50, whatever it is. Yeah. Post on X in the web report, so this is try to reflect our broader move towards, this is what I'm seeing. Ripple CEO projecting XRPL could capture 14 to 20% of Swift's volume. That's 20 to 30 trillion annually within 5 years. However, the actual reasons for Swift decline are not fully specified. So some of this is facts, some of this is rumors, some of this is said. You can look this up, but there are true things here being said. There are some true facts within that. That's Grok, all right? AI don't cap. AI don't lie. All right? AI don't lie. It don't cap. AI don't cap, I said. So ISO, the global rollout, a new era in financial messaging. So this is more for cross-border payments too. If you read what it said there, cross-border payments, XRPL Ledger for faster, cheaper cross-border settlements within transactions settling 3 to 5 seconds. Fees often below 1 cent. If XRP were to capture a big part of that market cap, it could go long term to prices like $20, $30 a coin. If it were to capture, if the XRPL Ledger long term captures 5% of the Swift transactions, that would be a boost for XRP long term. If this is where things are going, there are some signs there, there are clues there. This is all interesting. If you look it all up, XRP, it's all like long term, like this is all good long term stuff. It doesn't mean it's gonna rip up today. Like pullbacks can always happen in crypto. Things pump. Everyone was super bullish here, and then it dumped, and everyone got super bearish again, and now it's pumping, and everyone's about to be bullish again. So it has its phases too before it reaches the higher climb of price, right? It's not price just went up. I took some profit. I sold some XRP, took some profit, sold some Ethereum, took some profit. Why not? Take some profit. I took some profit at $3.55. Sold like 70,000 XRP tokens. So I took some profit at $3.55. For me, like XRP took profit. 70,000 coins I sold at $3.55. I'm still holding though. I took profit and I'm still holding. So that's it's best of both worlds. I collected some cash, still holding. So that's what it is. That's the name of the game. Rinse and repeat. I took some profit on XRP, took some profit on Ethereum, sold some Ethereum. Well, that's what anyone who's been an XRP holder would have dreamed of. $3.06. If you've been an XRP holder as long as I have, or maybe close to as long as I have, these are prices you've dreamed of. So don't get greedy. That's how you win in this game. Take some profit, take some cash, rinse and repeat. Wait for the next opportunities. Like you don't go. That's what I did, but I'm still holding. Like fuck, another fly got in here. I left the window open today. Knew it. It was good. It was good. If it goes up, it goes up. I'm still holding it. If it goes down, I could buy back. So it's like that's why taking profits is important. If it goes down, I could buy back. This thing goes back to $2.20. Who knows? Goes up, goes up. But I took some profit on XRP, some profit on Ethereum. Still holding it. I mean, the thing shot up like from $2. I was saying for a minute, every single session for a while, I was saying like, yo guys, XRP is above. I don't know how many times I said like XRP's been trading above 200 or $2 for 200 days. And shortly after I post this, XRP has spent, shortly after I post this, it rips to 350. So like, I hope you're paying attention. Well, XRP, it's come a long way if you've been a holder. Like, if you've been a holder, came a long way to get to these prices. Yeah, the guy, he sounds like Brad, the CEO of Ripple. Yeah, XRP, it's interesting now. I'm doing this research on it. It's like, holy, I was doing research like this on it. And it's like, if it captures Swift, if this is all true and it captures like a broader percentage of Swifts, if it captures some of Swift's volume, that could be big. Even if it captures like 5% of its volume, it's, who knows if that could be a big factor into XRP hitting bigger prices like $7 or $10 longer term, $20, $30 super long term. If it captures more, this is a big thing to maybe research. Yeah, I'm not gonna sell all my XRP, but definitely still gonna be a long-term holder because of that news and where everything's going. But I have so much H bar. It's like if H bar catches up to XRP, oh baby. Now it's like another. I have a good amount of H. I got a lot of coins, so it's like I sold some XRP. Sold some ETH. A little bit. Good little USD reserves. Bitcoin, I think, like I said, Bitcoin, I just went over a little bit of analysis, started rambling on about XRP. Someone asked about XRP. There's a lot you could be looking up on XRP and ISO. Like, I've been posting about this for several weeks right now. Yeah, I don't think I gave. Yeah, I post a lot of stuff in the public crypto news, some stuff in Bitcoin updates, but I think most of the stuff I'm post is in my inner circle. If you guys are in my inner circle, most stuff I post in there. I post between both. We've been talking about, you know, the ISO tokens. Where is that? Man, there's too much. There's too much. Oh yeah, some stuff you guys post. Like in regards to XRP, Xauusd. Oh yeah, here, like. In regards to like XRP, you have a good list here of other coins too you could focus on that are kind of in that category of ISO standard, ISO compliant cryptos. XRP is kind of like the gold right now. Stellar's a good one in there. HBAR is a good one in there. ADA, QNT. I think there's XDC is a good one. There's some good there's coins in there that you could do some research on that fall into like this category of, where is it? ISO. This is ISO here. So the ISO standard. This deals with so it's Swift. So they're designed to work smoothly with banks, Swift, and real-time payments. These coins are built, so they're already built. They're already adapted. They're already built for this and compatible with traditional finance system. It's already there. They're already coded for that. They're already fluent. They're already fluent with this. Okay, these coins. So crypto projects and banks apply or adapt their systems to comply. Crypto projects too, and banks. That's why now we're seeing. So that's why now we're seeing this like stablecoin bill stuff, because you have banks. So let's go back a bit. Just trying to catch a lot of you guys up. Right here. So you have stable coins now with banks that are going to come out. Like you got JP Morgan that wants to get involved in stable coins, which is going to be like JPMD. So the US 2 weeks ago, they told, I don't know if it was 2 Tuesdays ago, I think. What Tuesday was this? 7/15 last Tuesday, told CNBC about their plans. And they want to be good at this, he said. He actually said, his remarks were, we're going to be involved in both JP Morgan deposit coin and stable coins to understand it, to be good at it, to understand it. I mean, you have to be involved to understand it. And if you're JP Morgan, one of the biggest in the world, the biggest bank, biggest name, you can't let others get ahead of you and understand it more than you do and get better at it than you as well, right? In terms of competition. So this is about to become a very competitive space as well. It's about to become more competitive as well, with this being all said. Ripple, yeah, like Ripple, I've been posting news about Ripple. If you guys follow me, like I've been talking about Ripple. Literally, I've been saying like the price action, if you come on my streams enough, if you come on my streams every week, you've heard me say it enough since May. Like, I've been saying, yo guys, like Ripple's above $2 for how many days? Like, it might, I see it going to like 375 and then 4 next. That'll be nice. I'll be up. 375, 4 next, maybe $5 like longer term. If there's a pullback, there's a pullback. For those of you guys that don't have as much as you might want, those pullbacks give you opportunities to get more, right? Like Bitcoin A lot of people were freaking out, messaging me like when Bitcoin was here, like, bro, what do I do about crypto? I got on that day, this exact day, I got like a bunch of different messages from people saying, bro, what do I do about crypto? I messaged them, LOL, buy more. I could probably go find like 5 different messages where I literally replied to people like that. Because literally I was like buying, I was like, bro, what? And then people messaged me days later, like, what do we do? And I'm like, man, like, LOL, like, buy the fear, I guess. That's how I played it. You guys see how it's playing out now. You guys see the moves, you guys see the profits, but you guys are also here for the plays when I'm talking about them, and I'm like, yo, like you guys see the conviction behind it. You guys see the profits, but you gotta have the stomach to be buying the dips, buying in times of uncertainty. Like, whereas most people become bullish now. Like, how many of you guys were like bullish on XRP as much as you are now, right? That's kind of the problem with a lot of people in crypto. They become more bullish when prices go up, which is, I mean, there's conviction there. People become more confident. The real plays are found when you're patient and when you're observing the market, you're observing the masses around you, and you may be buying in fearful times of fear. Like, look where Ethereum is now. But in April and March, as I've said, everybody was calling Ethereum dead. Like, Ethereum was dead in April and March. Now it's gonna break $4,000, and where's it gonna go when it breaks 4K? Like, wait till it breaks 4K. Then it's gonna go on, like, the $4,000 breakout will be another rally. Like what you saw with $3,000, that'll happen when it breaks $4,000 this year. Okay? Yeah, Bitcoin might hold the 117. Might hold that 117. Like, what did we just hit? Like, we just broke below 117. If you go on the smaller time frames, so the big zone, like, there's a big zone back here. So if we get a big pullback, it's not even that bad of a pullback for Bitcoin. Like, it would be like Bitcoin dropped like 10%, 5% from here. It would be at like 110, right? Where those previous highs are that resistance. Now you look at like 117, 116, 117. I didn't put the line. There we go. Look at like the 117, 116, 115 area. That, I think maybe for the near term, short term could hold. If you don't hold that area, like 115, 116, you got some support in there between 115 and 117. Looks like we're just kind of stalling there. We might try to hold this area for beginning of the week potentially. Like, it might bounce, see some bounces there. Otherwise, like, on the bigger picture, you could maybe go back, you know, get a pullback down. Where these moving averages, you can see again, like I mentioned a few times, could try to like come back down, which again is like previous resistance all to the left structure there, trend line going up. Holy, I remember the people that were calling out. I remember the people that were saying Bitcoin was gonna go to 60,000 here. Funny times. Gotta watch out for the people who don't have Bitcoin. It's better to listen to people who have like held Bitcoin for like 10 years. So they'll teach you a lot about it. You can't really, like, if you like, you can't, there's people trying to teach about crypto and they don't own Bitcoin, and it's like, man, where are you at? the number one crypto. If you don't own Bitcoin, that's fine. There's other coins, but there's a race to get Bitcoin. Now, if you've been looking at Bitcoin for the last 5 years and 10 years and you've known about it and you don't own any, that's like, if you just got into crypto and you don't own any, that's fine. But if you've known about Bitcoin for the last few years, 5 years, 10 years, and it's been in front of you, it's like, recognize what's in front of you. That's what you got to do. Recognize what's in front of you. So yeah, it looks like we're still like trending up right now. Moving averages are intact. We have like, if we zoom in, this area where we may hold this week, like it could try to flush down to like 115, even 116, like I said. So pay attention to maybe this area to start the week. You could get a bounce up, or maybe a move up from this area to go back to like 120 if you hold that zone. Otherwise, it would be like a bigger buy the dip if it pulls back to like 110. Could potentially hold that. Maybe for tomorrow. Tomorrow the market opens like stock market and everything, so volume could maybe come in. XRP, I've been doing, yeah, right now I just seen on Twitter. So let's look it up. Wonder if, because XRP got really like suppressed over years. So without the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, was all over XRP for years, and it didn't. It should have, like, it hit $3 here. It was really suppressed because Bitcoin hit like 70, Ethereum went to like 5K almost, 4,800. XRP was very suppressed. It's still pumped. It's still pumped. Like, you could go back and realize like it's still pumped, but it was suppressed because of the whole SEC situation. $2 was that top. Now $2 has become like bam. Eventually $3 will be like the new floor, like the threes. Look at 2. It was very suppressed at one point. So like, a lot of people believe it should be a higher price. A lot of people believe it should have went higher here, but it was very suppressed. So who knows, if it wasn't as suppressed, where it would have went then where it would be now, right? So there was a lot of suppression behind it with the whole SEC situation. So who knows where it could have went if it didn't get as like suppressed. We'll look at gold in a minute. It's probably not buys right now. Like, we got a week just opened. There won't be buys right now on gold, I don't think. Apparently American Express and like Santander Bank is going to use XRP. Santander Bank, which is a European Santander. If you go on XRP and you look at like June 2025 XRP ETF Integraph reveals American Express utilize XRP, a well-known company that use XRP. This apparently, I'll like that. I'll post that in Discord. Banks already using XRP to move trillions. Yeah, apparently these banks. American Express, Bank of America, Standard Chartered, Santander. I knew about Santander a long time ago. So yeah, this was like old news too, eh? Some old news, 2023. Some old news there. 8 minutes ago, American Express, Bank of America. Literally. American Express, Bank of America, Santander integrating XRP. Oh man, yeah. Yeah. The banks are coming now. Now it's like, this is a different bull run. Banks are coming now. They have to. It's like, they have no choice. If they don't, they could fall behind and risk losing their name, whatever the bank is. Because you have like JP Morgan, American Express, Bank of America, Santander, very well-known names that have been around. So you don't want to lose your brand. You don't want to lose your name. You don't want to lose your reputation. You don't want to lose your industry. And if you have other competition, other people in the same industry as you, it's a fast-moving space. The ones who learn faster, understand faster, act faster, get better, understand more, And then together they could do that. Like crypto brings people together more. If you look at the crypto community, like the people in crypto are all very open. Like it's an open community of people who like to share information, right? It's very open. The network, we all like to share information, get the information across to the world. These people, these banks, they'll probably be they'll probably be doing that together and kind of share like little things like that. Like you'll see like it's a new industry for them, so it seems. So it's interesting, right? We're seeing a lot of adoption now, and globally, just in different ways, right? So 117 might hold for BTC, guys. Potentially, like I could see the 117 potentially holding. That might be something to start the week off if 117 holds. Could look at that potentially. 117, 116, that whole area could potentially hold this week. Maybe to start the week off. Gold right now, pumped up. It's too high. It's at a resistance, so this isn't a buy spot. You don't want to buy here. It's at a supply area. If anything, it tries to come down back to 33.50 or lower. I'd probably have to see where gold is London to find maybe a signal or a setup. Looks like it might have like a sell right now, if anything, like a pullback a little bit. Maybe find some rejection in this area. It did just break up. I don't see anything on gold right now, but it looks like it's gonna maybe come down back to 33.50. Bitcoin, I'm looking at Bitcoin maybe to start the week off. Might hold this area. It looks like 30. The 117 wants to hold, so I could see us holding this area that I zoned out, maybe to start the week off with Bitcoin. Eventually see that area holding. Yeah, Ripple, like you could go on X.com and there's a lot, like there's American Express, Bank of America, Santander. It's been confirmed. Like there's so much posts about it. Old ones too. Old ones. This goes back to 2023. Huh. Reaching out to let you know about a planned outage due to a Federal Reserve System upgrade that will temporarily impact the ability to send and receive email. Wow. Is this let's see, is this real? Ripple, XRP. Maybe that's the winner. That's crazy though. You can go like on X and find a lot about this. They told you XRP has no adoption. Read this twice. All these. That's crazy. Amazon Cloud infrastructure for Ripple. It is a secure, scalable cloud solutions for. This is how you do research. Follow the money too. Don't spend your time looking for the next 10x, the next 100x, the next 50x. Don't do that. You don't do that. Don't be like people who come in with the hype. Look for the next best meme coin, the next thing that's gonna go 100x. You might have it. You might have the next 10x, 50x, 100x. You might just keep having to add to it or keep sticking with it. Like, you don't have to spread that far out. The problem with people in crypto is it's spread very far out, and if you really just stick following the money. Follow the money, where the money's going, where the big names are going, where the corporations are going. Follow the money, follow the clues, right? You don't have to look for 10x plays every single day. You can keep it, or like you don't got to be chasing the next best thing. Like, follow the clues, follow where the money's going at. Like, Ripple's been around for so long, and now look, it's blowing people's faces off right now. People that used to buy it, or people that hate it, people that don't believe in it. So like it's all about following the signs too, like staying convicted in that sort of nature. Um, Following the money, following the signs, right? These are things people don't look at every day. They might just buy a crypto because someone told them, buy this crypto, it's gonna go up, buy this, it's pumping, but and then like sticking with it, it's about sticking with it too. You can buy something, but then like what if it goes down the day you buy it? You're probably, like sticking with things, why you're buying things. So following the money, I've always said that works from the top down. If you're trying to follow the money, it's, well, look at where most of the money is, right? And follow the top down. That's where you follow the money, right? In simple essence. I mean, it's like if you have a target price, it's about how much can I get before it goes to that price. If you think Ethereum's going to $5,000, how much Ethereum can I get before it goes to $5,000? If you think Ripple's going to $5, how much Ripple can I get before it goes to $5? If you think Solana is going to $300, $400, how much Solana can I get before it goes to $300, $400? Like it's kind of thinking like that in essence when you are already in something too, like you're already positioned in something, because your average then you might bring your average cost up by doing that. If your average cost is $1.20, well, my average cost is, let's just say, okay, my average cost is $1.20, and I know the coin's gonna go to $4 or $5 or $7 long term, right? So, or who knows, like a coin has really good potential. So it's looking at where do I think it's gonna go? Where am I very convicted that it's gonna go? I don't have to look for super high prices. If I could just say, I think it's gonna go to $6. I don't gotta say 30, 40, 50. I could say I think it's gonna go to $5.50, $6. How much can I get more before it gets there? Maybe that way of thinking, like, or how much coins can a certain quantity of coins before it gets to a price that you believe in, that you see it going to. Or hoping it gives you a 20% pullback, like 3 if you look at the chart and you go XRP. You look at the charts right now. It's really interesting. It's really interesting right now. This. Look at that. That's interesting. And this. It's like a Bitcoin chart now. You look at the chart. Canadian coming out there. The chart. Look at the chart, fam. If you look at the chart here, look at the chart here. $3, $2. $2 really held. Like that $2, that thing held. That's the $2 level right there. We just went to 3. Broke above 3. We're at the 350 now. $50 or 50 level, 50 cents, $3.50, pretty much. That 3 now, if we look at once upon a time here, and I made my first bag in crypto because of this. It was crazy. You can go back on my Facebook. I can even show you guys. You guys want to see? Like I can find I'll do it before the end of the session. I'll find it here as I talk before I wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up in like 10-15 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, type in the chat. Smash that like button, fam. Y'all gotta smash that like button more. Smash that like button before we get off tonight. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm dropping a schedule this week for my inner circle and for YouTube. So I think someone asked in the chat. I think I saw someone ask that in the chat not that long ago. Yeah, I'm dropping a schedule. I'll have a flyer going out on my Instagram that I'm gonna post like every week, and in Discord, where I'll be live every week, the times I'll be live daily and every week. But yeah, if you look at like prices, you could see $3. We kind of above that now. That might be kind of like $2 was maybe a new threshold. Like you see how $2 really held for over 200 days. Like price stayed above, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on. Make sure you catch me when I go live, because like I usually talk about a lot of the same things, and I don't know how many times I talked about it. Look at $2. So $3 might be like $2 now. Might stay above $2 or $3. Sorry, it stayed above. It was above $2 for 200 days right here. I was saying, I think I started saying when we were like 150 days, 160 days, like, yo guys, this has been above $2 for a while now. Like, stayed above $2 for 200 days. It basically accumulated above that price, $2. So now $3 looks like the new $2 to me. $3 kind of looks like it's sitting as like the new $2 level, where okay, we spent a long time around $2 above it, and now we pushed way past it fast, and now $3 had previous resistance, like was the previous all-time high once upon a time ago, and then literally came back to it, and now we're new all-time highs. So that's an interesting price, that $3 now for let me see, look at this. I have like an XRP. I think I have XRP. I'm gonna find it. I should be able to find it. I'm close. I'm gonna wrap it up soon though, guys. Gotta go. Checking out for the night here. Yeah, look at this. XRP 2017. I'll show you guys. Look at this. This is in Canadian prices, but 31,000. That would have been like 25,000 Canadian. XRP. Look at that app. The app was so different. I gotta just screenshot this so it doesn't. I'm gonna screenshot this. Yeah, that's easier. 2017 XRP, made my first bag in crypto. I gotta zoom. I gotta focus it. It's because it's bright. There we go. If you see the date, you might be able to see the date soon once I focus it. 2017 December. Look at that. XRP had 12,000 XRP tokens, 3,000 ADA, some Ethereum, XVG, Verge. If you know what Verge is, if you know. That's funny. What else? I'm gonna find it. It got up to more than that, and then literally sold. Where is it? I'm trying to see. I remember selling, and there's it. Yeah, ADA went, XRP. Here's another one. It was XRP. It was really XRP. I gotta screenshot it because this is a story. I'm going back to my story archives on Instagram, so I'm trying to hold the story. I'm literally on story archives right now. I'm literally on story. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. January. Oh wow, I keep clicking the stories. I gotta screen record this, make a video on this. XRP. I've been a holder of XRP for a while. Like, show you. This is a story from my Instagram. You can see the date, like January. You can kind of see it. Let me turn my. Don't want anyone to fucking text me right now. That'd be weird. Come on. I just took a screenshot of a story from 2018, January 4th. I'm trying to get the resolution better here. Oh, it's on my face. There we go. There we go. So January 4th, 2018. I was up $14,000 that day. That was like... The Bitcoin, there's no Bitcoin there because sold the Bitcoin. Actually sold the Bitcoin. I'll show you that too. There's no Bitcoin because the Bitcoin was sold. the Bitcoin was actually sold. Had like 2 Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit 20,000, sold it. I have this all archived on my stories on Instagram. I think one day I'm just gonna repost them on my Instagram. I can repost them as memories, literally. Yeah, I could share them as memories. I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that. If you go, I might do that. I can share all these as memories. December 2017, January 2018. Had like 2 Bitcoins. Bought that Bitcoin at like $1,200, and along the way around there, USD, it went to like 20,000 USD. Sold a bag. But XRP, yeah, literally, it says 4. It's because it's in Canadian price. If you saw that, if you're wondering why it says 4, it's because it's in CAD. I was in Canadian dollars. It was quite the time. Quite the time. Quite the time. It's like, if you know Bitcoin's going to $1 million long term, how much Bitcoin can you get before it gets to $1 million? Basically, like what I said to you. Like, think of it like that. If you know BTC is going to $1 million long term, how much Bitcoin can you get before it goes to $1 million? Like, you know, like that. Like, fuck. If you know Ethereum is going to like 7,000, how much ETH can you get before it gets there? Just hold. But I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. I'm gonna drop a schedule though this week for you guys that follow me, or then can follow more and know when I'm going live. Dropping a schedule this week, so you guys will see that this week later on. I'll keep you guys posted. Gold. I'm just gonna watch gold, keep my eye on it. Nothing right now, no trade right now. No trade right now on gold. We'll be live later throughout the week. Tap in this week. New week loading. I'll let you guys know if I see anything on the charts this week. All right. Had a big week. Had a big month. Some big trades. If you guys follow me on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I had a big month, so I had a big day today. Literally had a big day with Dog with Hat. Dog with Hat was a legendary trade. Yeah, I had some big trades today. Bitcoin looks like, yeah, the 117. Let's go crypto. Bitcoin here. That 117, like, it has a demand. There's a demand here. Like, you have demand here. You can see it. You can see demand again. You can see it. A lot of people get really confused on what is supply and demand. It's just like where you could see buyers. Like, you see it's holding here. Demand. It's like support. Support. You can see support here. There we go. So it might hold that going into tomorrow. There'll probably be some announcements tomorrow. The market opens up with stocks, so. Like, on pumps, like, if something pumps like crazy, I'll take some profit always, like, because I learned the amount of times I never done that. Like, if you're gonna be on the charts a lot, like for me, like I've always been in a lot of coins, always in things active on the charts. So there's been so many times where it's like I could have took some profit off the table, more than enough. Well, it's like you might be in future situations like that with other coins, other times through your investing career, trading career, where profit could have been taken off the table, whether it was 10% profit, 20% profit, 50% profit, whatever it is, any profit, profit's profit, right? And me, whether it was a couple hundred, 1,000, 6 figures, 1 million, like there's just throughout the whole way, there's been scenarios like that, but there's profits sometimes good to take when things pump. Doesn't mean the market's, doesn't mean I'm not, like if I'm like I'm taking profit, I'm selling some stuff, it's just what I'm doing. It doesn't mean the market's not, can't still rally. But yeah, I'm out. Peace. We be out. We be out. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. Might be interesting this week. New week loading. You guys saw the last 2 weeks were pretty crazy. Peace, yo. Tap in this week. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Tap in. We've caught some big moves. I've called some big plays out. I've called some big high-level conviction plays out. And giving you guys a lot of research and a lot of information that really could have kept you ahead of the markets this year. All right, if you were tuning in since January, February, March, I've given you guys so much information this year that could have kept you way ahead of the market.